Hey, everybody. Welcome to Sean's non alcoholic beer reviews. This is take three. I know this does not seem like the sort of content that has multiple takes, and yet here we are. So yeah, welcome to the show. I'm gonna review something everybody's been asking for. Um, I haven't had this one before, but we're going to review an athletic. I do drink athletic. There are other ones quite a bit. This one is the All Out Extra Dark. I believe this one's kind of close to like a porter, something like that. So, let's see. What does it say on the back? An epically bold and extra dark brew. All Out is an adventure all its own. It has a silky, full-bodied mouthfeel and pleasantly toasty finish with delicate notes of coffee and bittersweet chocolate. On the days you've given your all, it's a go-to brew to grab. It's a go-to brew to grab. Relax, reset, then reach for another. So I'm expecting something a little darker one, probably maybe a little bit sweeter. Probably, yeah, it says like the sort of like coffee. Where we get coffee and bittersweet chocolate notes. So we'll see what that's like. I do really like Athletic. One thing about Athletic, because I think I've mentioned this. I mentioned this yesterday, in fact, when I was doing the Flying Dog Brewery IPA. That wasn't an IPA. But what I noticed was that a lot of the breweries that make alcoholic beer, that then also make non-alcoholic versions of the beer, really all they're doing is taking their beer and then putting it into a still, boiling the alcohol off, and then they recarbonate it, put it in cans, and sell it to you. That's what most of the things that you do. So if you like the Guinness, all the different ones that I've done that have like Bush, that's what they do. Athletic, they don't make any alcoholic beers. I think they might have even invented this process, or at least been the first one to popularize it. They brew it to be less than 0.5% alcohol. So you have to be under 0.5% to be called a non-alcoholic brew. So they're still making beer that is non-alcoholic, but they're deliberately like brewing it that way to be that way. I don't know what sort of yeasts they're working. I don't completely understand that process yet. But what I do know is what I've seen from other athletic when I've been tasting athletic beers is that they do have a full flavor. Nothing feels like it's missing. It's just if you said that there was alcohol in it, I'd actually believe you. If you say there wasn't alcohol, I mean, it actually just tastes like a full beer, which is great. That's kind of what you're going for, is something that has that full flavor. Nothing's weird about it. So actually let's sort of pop this open and see what we got here, because that always intrigues me about Athletic, because they really do the brewing correctly. So let's get a little bit of head on there, huh? Yeah, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's pretty, huh? That's a good one. A little bit hoppy, a little bit sweet. Like you can definitely smell the malt on that. It's almost, I don't know, there's like a fruitiness or like there's something like a little chocolatiness, a little fruitiness, a little something a little bit sweet coming off of there. They said coffee notes in the flavor. I don't really smell that coming off of it, but on the aroma, but it is what it is. But let's go ahead and tip this back. Take a taste of this bad boy. Yeah, that's a porter, all right. That's got that. Yeah, I taste a little bit of the coffee in it. I definitely taste a little bit of the chocolate in it. It is a little bit sweet on the front end, and then it gets a little bitter. I don't totally love the aftertaste, the finish on it. And I think that that's kind of common with porters, where it can have this sort of like very be sweet up front and then kind of really bitter on the end of it, maybe a little bit metallic. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just not necessarily my preference, which is why I don't really drink a whole bunch of these. But That's delicious. That really is. That works. I like I said, the bitterness on the end of it. The thing it really makes me want to do is just take a few more drinks of it, just to keep the bitterness away and always be on that front end of it. But yeah, the sweetness is not cloying. It's not overpowering. It doesn't. Sometimes they taste a little syrupy. This doesn't taste syrupy at all. It doesn't taste like anything's missing. That's really good. Yeah. So let's see. So it's the Athletic All Out Extra Dark. I'm gonna go ahead and call that one an 8.5. That's really good. And I'm not even a big porter guy, but that's like an 8.5. That's really really good. So yeah, good stuff. Thanks.